Hello again, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Currently, we are on volume 2 of the Trevor Henderson monster tier list. Yeah, we're going to be talking about this guy's creations again. Last time, we went over the Bridgeworm, Mr. Mascot, the Anxious Dogs, and my goat Siren Head. We went through 4 monsters last time, though. And today, we will be going over 4 more monsters in the Trevor Henderson verse. And I think we're gonna get more bangers this time. Probably not. I've heard there are some monsters that do suck a little bit, and I don't know how to feel about that. But today we're gonna find out either way. So I don't want to make this intro any longer than it should be. So let's get on with it. Let's go. First up, we got the Fetid King. What is this, man? This looks like a skeleton coming out of a. What is that? Is that a tablet? Is that an iPad or something? Okay. I think I know. I think I have an idea what this is. It is a demon stuck inside of an old iPad, and it's trying to get you out. That's my initial idea of what this is. But let's get some lore out of this one. The Fetid King is a unique and seemingly powerful creature created by Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson. Oh, obviously, Dawg. Appearance. The Fetid King depicts a thin human skeleton with a large spinal column and 17 ribs in total, which is much less than the average human. Its face has a haunting expression with its mouth agape and, strangely enough, its open eyelids made of skull bone. Ooh, so I guess every supposed organic part like skin and stuff turned into bone. It fossilized basically, even though eyelids are not supposed to fossilize. That's kind of unnatural. But let's continue with it. The king also has a few thin strands of hair, which is unusual for a skeleton since the hair is attached to the skin. He also appears to wear a wooden crown that ends in uneven spikes. Behavior and infection process. The Fetid King acts as some sort of computer and I'll just say it right now, dog. I think computer or digital horror is just dumb. Like really dumb. Like, okay, get this, man. If a demon is talking through your device, and you just get rid of your device, man. Like it's that easy. Like just gone. You're surviving that. Okay, just you see this? Phew, gone. It ain't coming back after that, man. He makes his way through the digital realm looking for a suitable device to infect and manifest from. Once he manages to infect the device, it is already too late, as he will slowly destroy it from the inside and eventually manifest into the physical world. So far, there is no known way to prevent or remove him from an infected device without destroying it entirely. Destroy the device, my guy. It's the easiest thing to do. Come on now. First thing, the Fetid King. What? The first thing the Fetid King does when he accesses a device is to corrupt the device by making multiple versions of a picture titled kingbirth.jpg. Okay. Which is an eerie photo of the king. When the file is reverse image searched on the internet, you will be met with ominous messages like the image guesser suggesting that the image is called "The Fetid King is Coming Soon." After a while, the files get worse, applying a chromatic aberration effect to the ever-multiplying pictures and eventually a picture where the Fetid King is looking directly at the camera. After a while, the infected device will get an error message which shows the words, "All who dare profane the Fetid King shall take his place," multiple times, and some other words like, "He is coming now," and "He will be here soon," having a chance of appearing. The latter can also come up via converting the image into a text file. Dude, I'll be just honest with you right now. If my phone starts talking about "the Fetid King is coming, he's coming soon," dog, I'm just gonna assume that you're a middle-aged man in a call center somewhere and you're trying to blackmail me or scam me into giving you money. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Eventually, he will kill his victim after some time of destroying the computer. What? So, wait. So if I destroy the device, will it kill me? I'm confused, man. It is an It is unknown whenever this actually occurs, but is implied to be not too long after the device gets infected. What is also known is if the Fetid King kills either by exiting the device and attacking the person, or use the device itself to somehow kill them. Okay, bro, imagine, dog. Imagine this. Imagine. This is so basically, it either kills you by exiting the device or just straight up using the device to kill you. Okay. Imagine, dog. Imagine this. Imagine it makes a phone call. Okay, your mom calls you or the Fetid King calls you, and then when you put it up to your ear to like, "Hey, mom, what's up?" and then the phone just explodes in your ear. Imagine, dude. It would be, that would be more funny than scary, to be honest. Actually, it would be a lot scary because every time you put it up to your ear, it just explodes out of nowhere, dog. He first appeared when the victim said that a picture was constantly duplicating on his computer. When he shared the image asking for help, the image started to multiply across the internet. It is implied that the creature is a man-eating monster that takes the form of a computer virus, attempting to play a video game while the Fetid King, still in the PC, will be met with an inevitable amount of game glitches rendering it unplayable. That's it. That's all you're giving me? So it's a computer virus? Oh, this has trivia. Okay. It is the first non-creature in the Trevor Henderson mythos to reside in the digital world. Okay. In the second image of the creature, where an eye is observed peeking out of it, there are randomly capitalized letters in the caption which spell Hail King, which further backs up the possibility of it being a deity king. Well, obviously, man. When asked about the Fetid King's age, gender, and location, Trevor said that his age is infinite. His gender is simply dude, it literally says his gender is simply, and I quote, skeleton. And his location is that is vile, man. Like, what's up? Okay, man. Imagine just walking up to this thing and saying, "Hey, man," and said, it was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And he said, "Did you just mispronounce my gender? My gender is skeleton slash cadaver." That's ridiculous, man. Trevor, man, what is this? The age may mean that it is a timeless entity that has existed for longer than humans have, much like the man with the upside down face. We'll get to that guy soon. The location may imply that the creature is omniscient. I cannot pronounce that. Though this may mean that the Fetid King can be encountered everywhere with an internet connection. Wow. So basically, the only way to survive this thing is to just go into the Amazon rainforest and just live off of like coconuts and bananas, man. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm getting too riled up with this creature, man. This is ridiculous. The Fetid King could possibly be an ancient deity worshipped by certain people. It is unknown who the king was when he was alive and what he ruled over. It is possible that he was never a king at all and simply wanted to pose as one to be given respect and a false perception of power from his victim. Okay. I still think digital horror is dumb. Like, this kind of sucks, to be honest. I guess this is one of the quote-unquote suckers of the Trevor Henderson verse, but I will admit this. It's kind of funny. I'll put it in... What am I going to put it, man? It's nice. It's nice, okay? I'll admit that much. It's nice. I mean, the only reason I believe that this is nice, is because I do believe that this is better than most, like, digital horror, like Sonic... So I can't even pronounce it right. Sonic EXE, and others like Ben Drowned, bro. But this is actually better, to be honest, and it's kind of funny. So yeah, it's going in nice. We're going to the next one after this one. What did I just say? Okay, never mind. Next, Big Charlie. Wow, that is big, man. Let's Let's start with Big Charlie over here. Big Charlie is a creation created by Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson and a partly strange creation due to the lack of information presented about it. They are classified as SCP-4158 by the SCP Foundation. What? You're telling me that the SCP Foundation is associated with the Trevor Henderson verse? That would be kind of cool, to be honest. Appearance. Big Charlie is a severely deformed, malnourished, and oversized bovine creature resembling some kind of cattle. Yet at the same time, having a beak-like protrusion at the tip of its mouth. They have a thin, dark mane which spreads downwards from the back of their head down their spine, akin to that of a horse. Big Charlie's skin appears to be thin and wrinkled, tightly bound to their body, giving an almost skeletal appearance, and may have been partially translucent, as seen by its notable... I swear I'm not dyslexic, bro. I swear I'm not. Its notable pink fleshy color. Their eyes are usually shown to be foggy and of a blue-grayish hue, which may imply that Big Charlie is or is partially blind. In other depictions, Big Charlie's skin is shown as being slimy with tight veins of flesh wrapping around its body randomly and eyes with more defined pupils. Under the creature, around where the udders on a cow should usually be, are several loose meat chunks, which have been stated to be occasionally fall off and regrow. The fallen ones develop into Big Charlie's offspring. So it's kind of like The Thing from The Thing. That was a goated movie, by the way. Behavior. According to the caption of Big Charlie's debut appearance, some kind of incident had occurred at the meat processing plant, which led to the breach of many livestock contained in the building, and possibly even Big Charlie, who is implied to be one of such livestock. Big Charlie is likely some form of hybrid experiment, as Big Charlie is obviously not any ordinary animal. It's a big monster. It's a big monster made of flesh. Of course not an animal, dog. This is also implied by the traits of various livestock, which Big Charlie bears resemblance to. Big Charlie is seen to... I swear I'm not dyslexic, man. Big Charlie has not been stated to ever act aggressively or to be sentient in the standard mythos, and likely acts similar to other cattle. However, it could be implied that Big Charlie may be the cause of the escape of hundreds of cattle and livestock in the meat processing plant incident, with Big Charlie being as oversized as they are, so there are other species of this thing. The meat chunks underneath Big Charlie act as their source of asexual reproduction, as when these chunks fall off, they are stated to develop into offsprings known as little nuggets. These little nuggets are able to wander and are left to fend for themselves once fallen off of Big Charlie. It is unknown whether Big Charlie is sentient of little nuggets being their offspring, or if their creation is intentional, as Big Charlie doesn't seem to care much to raise or pay attention to them. Wow! You're a deadbeat, bro. Big Charlie, you are a deadbeat, bro. Oh, come on, man. Like, little nugget over here having some mommy and daddy issues. Well, mainly, what do you call this thing? Is this even considered a mom or a dad, bro, at this point? Trivia. The piece of meat that drops from Big Charlie turns into Little Nugget, then becomes the lamb or void nugget. I don't know, bro. The lamb sounds like a pretty horrifying name. I don't want to know what that looks like. Though it may look like a scary creature, it is sometimes pretty harmless to humans. Okay, that's good. Big Charlie was being hunted by humans for meat, but then escaped the facility and is on the run for survival. Big Charlie is also proposed as SCP-4158. Trevor Henderson later confirmed that the Big Charlie is an SCP. Proof is... What? Wait, so... Is Trevor Henderson working with the SCP Foundation, man? Like, there seems to be a lot of going on here, bro. Big Charlie was implied to be one of the weakest creatures, if not the weakest creature in the entire mythos. This is odd due to Big Charlie being one of the members of what represents the Holy Trinity of the verse. What? This means that Big Charlie would be considerably powerful. Trevor's captions, and especially the artwork by him of Big Charlie's family tree, besides Little Nugget being showcased as a patron saint. What is that supposed to mean, man? Reference the Holy Trinity, which is a concept in the Bible consisting of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Big Charlie represents the Father, which is probably representing Big Charlie's ability to produce offspring in the form of Little Nugget, the lamb, and question mark Nugget. Okay. I mean, not too far off, but that would actually be considered heresy in the Catholic Church, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. So initial thoughts, some thoughts on it, final thoughts on it. So it's a The Thing monster from The Thing. It reproduces. So get this. So the flesh off of its body just falls off, and it just turns into sentient monsters. It turns into Lil Nugget and the Lamb and question mark Nugget. I kind of dig it though. Where's it going in this video? I mean, it's cool. It's cool. I'll say it right now, man. It's cool. I mean, I like the fact that it's just like an animal and less of a monster. It's just like an unnatural animal, to be honest. But yeah, it's going and cool. And no question in my mind, bro. Okay. Next, the needle. Okay. Initial thoughts on it, it's probably Trevor Henderson's take on what a unicorn looks like. Like this just looks like a unicorn, dog. But yeah, let's get some lore out of this one. Appearance. The needle is a quadrupedal creature having noticeable physical resemblance to a horse, obviously. It has an unusually thin and long body from which emerges the first pair of legs, front and back, near the torso, and the other pair at the rear end of the creature's body. Said legs are seemingly flexible. Their joints seem to be flexible with a variable orientation. This better not be human feet, dog. As the needle can be seen putting its knee forward and have the joints be orientated in opposite directions. So like dog legs, basically. And do the same but while bending its knee backwards. The legs of the creature end in odd-looking stubs resembling feet. Dude, oh my. I said it once, I said it twice, I'll say it again, dog. Human features on something that isn't human is just weird and terrifying and just very disturbing and uncanny. I'll say that again, bro. Needlehead is small and round with two black dot eyes that are oddly approximate to each other, seemingly pierced into it. And of course, the most notable physical trait of the creature, a 4 foot long proboscis with a sharp ending point directly connecting to the head, oriented downwards, giving it appearance of a mosquito for the head of. Okay, so it's like a unicorn type creature, but it's like a mosquito. So it's like, dog, imagine it just like pierces your stomach and then proceeds to like drink the blood from your body. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys this one. Would you rather drown? No. What was it? Well, not drowning. Would you rather have the oxygen just go out of you or the blood like sucked out of you? Because to be fair, with the oxygen coming out of you, you'll probably like choke. You'll probably gasp for air. You're gonna die slowly, dog. You're gonna feel everything. But with you getting sucked of blood, you're probably not gonna feel anything. You're just gonna go like probably very limp, and you're probably gonna faint before you even die. Like, does that even make sense? I don't know how that works. Again, I'll say it again. I'm not a biologist, but I think that's how it works. So between getting the air knocked out of me, not knocked out, how do I say this, man? Sucked out of me, or the blood sucked out of me, I'd probably rather be sucked of blood, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Vampires ain't got crap on me. While not made clear until a third photo of the needle was released, the skin of the creature is actually white. The golden tint in early photos was simply because of illumination by yellow light sources, info box picture, or low camera quality / darkness. Second picture, okay. Behavior. The needle is a strange and ominous cryptid that is mainly located in rural towns and small cities across the Midwest. Its intentions have shown to be harmless and passive in earlier pictures. It blends into the natural ecosystem somehow, even though nobody's really sure what kind of animal it exactly is. Although due to its nature as a cryptid, it doesn't identify as being of the animal kingdom, despite having resemblance to a horse. The cryptid is often mistaken for being an animal, mainly a... No, you are not. You are not mistaking that for a police horse, man. I'll say that again, bro. You're not mistaken that. Did I actually just say it again? No, man. Nobody's sure exactly what kind of animal. Naturally, it has shown to be a herbivore, apparently moving onto and searching for greener pastures, which are likely the main source of its food. However, despite how does it eat though? How does it eat? Like, it has a proboscis, bro. The proboscis is used to pierce into things and then suck any nutrients that's into whatever the hell it's like piercing. How does it eat plants, man? Like, does it just like pew? Like, hey, imagine this is a plant, man. Pew. Does it just suck the nutrients out of plants? Is that what it's telling me? However, despite the harmless behavior of the entity, Trevor has repeatedly advised to approach it with caution, especially hunters, as it often gets aggressive towards said hunters. Well, I'm not a hunter, dog, so I'm safe. I'm relatively safe, as it often gets aggressive towards said hunters, even reaching to points where it would kill them. Dang. It has gotten progressively more violent as time passed for unknown reasons. The needle is often seen clambering through the trees. If a hunter was just lucky enough, they would be able to snap a blurry photo as sufficient proof for a sighting. On the other hand, the unlucky ones are found pinned to the tree by the... Yeah, wow. So basically, just imagine from like movies where the warrior just throws the spear and the poor guy is just pinned against the wall of the spear, bro. Like that's what it looks like. Pinned to the trees by the entity. Their skin loose and sagging. I knew it. I knew they sucked your blood, bro. They sucked you dry, man. That's gonna sound wild out of context. And apparently from having their blood drained by the entity's proboscis. Knew it. Such behavior is likely natural defense. A hunter would likely be unlucky if they tried to attack the cryptid. As the needle began to demonstrate more aggressive behavior, as evidenced by the third picture, it has shown to become more troublesome and mischievous, with people starting to complain about it hanging around the tunnel exit near a local highway. Wait, so it's just like a natural animal in their area, man? Like, imagine this old lady just calls the cops like, "Hey, you officers need to take care of Mr. Needlehead over here. Been hanging around my porch for the last 2 days. Like, I need him out. You gotta water the plants and stuff." Okay, that was a bad impression, bro. But so it's like a natural creature. Like, it has the same like problems in rural towns where people are just complaining of like deer coming into their backyards, or even moose, bro. Who would win, a moose or this thing? Like, that would be a cool battle. Not gonna lie. One would not be sure that what they heard while moving through the bushes isn't really an animal until they see it. Look out. I swear I'm not dyslexic, man. I swear. Abilities. Aside from its large stature, the entity seems to be proficient in use of its proboscis. That serves as a natural defense of its body, as it seems to be really strong and capable of draining the blood of a human body completely, to the point their skin is left loose and sagging. Bro. It is also shown to be able to pin the corpses to the trees for unknown reasons. Aside from that, it has also been implied to be really fast and agile, as even lucky hunters can only snap a blurry photo before having it to leave, indicating that it can attack whoever it wishes as soon as it notices them. Wow, okay. Trivia. Trevor stated that it can't eat sugar cubes like a regular horse would, obviously because it has proboscis, not a mouth. Again, bro, how does it eat? Like, you mentioned that it's a herbivore, right? But it's constantly being seen to be sucking the blood of humans. And then you mentioned that it has a proboscis. How does it eat, dog? You mentioned You mentioned that it's a herbivore. How does it eat grass? Does it just suck the grass, bro? Does it just like a smoothie or something? Should I make like a grass smoothie or something? Okay, I'm nerding out on this one, man. Yeah. This is, where am I gonna put this, man? I would put it like in the same category as the anxious dogs. It is kind of cool because it's kind of like a natural animal in this verse, but I don't think it's that much scary. And yeah, I don't know, bro. It's, yeah, I'm gonna put it in cool, bro. This is cool. This is cool. This is good, bro. This is good. Okay, that, bro, bash me all you want. This is just cool, man. There's no changing my mind about that one. Okay, next, scissors. Oof, man, you're missing a brain, dog. You are missing a big chunk of your brain, man. Ooh, it has a human build. It has a human build. I think I could take it on. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that's just my ego talking, dog. Let's get some lore out of this one. Scissors are an inexplicable, dangerous entity created, but I do not need to read all of this, bro. Appearance. Not much can be said about Scissors' physical appearance. Essentially, it's a humanoid figure shrouded in darkness, standing tall about 6 feet. You are tall, dog. I'm tall, though. Although it's not shown due to how obscured it is, Scissors' shape suggests that it wears some sort of cloth, judging from the shoulders, roughness, and the clear outline of sleeves just above its hands. A tangible part of the entity's hairless head is missing, with the cut being strangely unclean, as if the portion was ripped away by force. Like, dog, imagine it's just a regular human just got jumped by a bunch of monsters in this verse, and it's just like, and the monster basically like, and then bro's brain is gone. You out here with scissor hands. I'm not autistic, bro. I swear I'm not autistic. I swear I'm not. And there's nothing wrong with being autistic, by the way. Don't you dare diss out my autistic brothers and sisters out there, okay? Facial features are invisible due to the murkiness. Scissors appear to lack a neck, with its head being directly connected to the rest of its body. So kind of like this. Okay, my ADHD is getting ahead of me, man. It is always seen carrying a pair of long, rusty scissors, hence its name. It is mentioned to often appear as a flat paper silhouette, which may explain the unusually dim body of the being. I need an elaboration on that, bro. Behavior. A significant part in what makes Scissors a terrifying force to be reckoned with is its inscrutability and mysteriousness, as very little is known about it. While it is obviously causes and does evil, the exact reason why is unknown. It is not even known if it's even morally aware of what it does or not. Despite being a concrete entity, of course, Scissors serves as a sort of plague. A neighborhood infected by it will deal with escalating vandalism and violence, the exact time span of which is undetermined. Oh, so it's like a harbinger of bad things. I don't know how much to word that out, but so basically its presence in a neighborhood just like summons like bad things. Like it just heightens the crime rates in that area. After weeks or likely even months of chaos across a single neighborhood or several ones, a completely random home is chosen by Scissors, and after that point, absolutely nothing can stop what's happening. Hence the creature's too late ranking on the tier list. With what precisely happens and how gruesome is never empathized on. Does this thing have any other abilities? Any trivia? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, man. This is probably something that I can scrap with. Like, if it's just a presence, then yeah, I'm probably cooked. But if it has like its physical body and stuff, like brother, we are running the ones, the twos, and the elbows with this stuff, man. We are running it. You see that curb over there, man? You see that curb? I'm stomping your head on it, okay? That was a bad move. YouTube, please do not power slap me, bro, on my days. But yeah, this is probably something that I can scrap with. It's probably something I can fight. Unlike the other creatures, which are basically abominations, dog. So it's a presence that attracts like negative energy or just like violence and chaos in general. So it being in an area will just like attract like gangsters and stuff and offenders and all that stuff. Dog, the feds are gonna have a field trip with this one. I'll tell you that much already. Where am I gonna put this, dog? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. That's cool. There's a lot of coolers today, bro. Like, this is cool. This is cool. There's no lames. There's no lames or awesomes in this video. As a matter of fact, we didn't even have lames throughout the entire volumes. So yeah, this is definitely cool. I mean, it's something I can scrap with it, and it's not exactly the most scariest thing, but it being like a harbinger of chaos and violence makes it kind of cool. But you need to kind of elaborate on it. Why having scissor hands, like Mr. Scissor Hands over here, having scissors, dog? Like, what are you gonna do with them? You only empathize on it being like a presence of like chaos and crimes and stuff like that. But what's the purpose of the scissors, man? You need to elaborate on that, bro. Like, oh, come on, man. And there you go. That is the Trevor Henderson Monster Tier List, Volume 2. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's kind of shorter than the last one because, to be fair, half of that, the majority of that video was like Siren Heads, talking about Siren Head, and that was kind of unfair of me. I was being a bit biased. I was having a little bit of a favoritism right there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there will be more coming soon. We will be covering 4 more of the Trevor Henderson monsters in the next video. This is volume 2. Again, I like using volume instead of like parts because it sounds cooler, because I read a lot of books. A lot of books, actually. So I'll see you guys next time, and God bless, bro.